A very good morning to all of you, my children. Now, hope so you are not getting naughty in your home. You are cooperating your parents and carrying on your studies very well. So, let's start today's lesson, and today's lesson is modals. Okay, so today we are going to study about modals. Now, what a modal is? Before knowing that, we are going to see something else. See, verbs. Okay, verbs are divided mainly into two kinds. Okay, main verbs and second one is auxiliary verbs. So, first one is main verbs and the second one is auxiliary verbs. Now, auxiliary verbs, which are basically known as helping verbs, are divided into two: primary auxiliary verbs and modal auxiliary verbs. So, first one is primary auxiliary verbs and the second one is modal auxiliary verbs. Number 1. Primary auxiliary verbs, basically examples. Okay, now number A, be form of verbs: is, am, are, was and were. Next, number B, do form of verbs: do, does, did. Okay, do, does and did. Next, number C, have, has and had. Okay. Number 2, modal auxiliary verbs. These are basically 13 in number. Number A, can. Number B, could. Number C, may. Number D, might. Number E, shall. Number F, should. Number G, will. Number H, would. Number I, must. Number J, need. Then 2 is optional. Okay. Whatever you are going to find in brackets, okay, in a bracket or brackets, those will be generally optional. Okay. So, need and what is in the bracket, okay, over here is the optional. So, 2 is optional. Next, number K, ought to. Number L, used to. Again 2 is optional. Number M, dare. Then again 2 is optional, since it is in a bracket. Next, look at the definition of modals. Modals are also known as helping verbs. They add meanings to the main verbs in different types of sentences to express obligation, permission and various situational aspects. So, modals are basically helping verbs. Okay, they are used with the main verbs in different types of sentences in order to add proper meanings to the sentences themselves, okay, or to a sentence itself. Understood? So, a modal is therefore used with a main verb in a sentence in order to give a proper, particular meaning to the sentence itself. Now, it can express, okay, so different modals express different things. Understood? Or various situational aspects as such. Now, it can be obligation, or it can be permission, or it can be anything else. Okay? Suppose for seeking permission or giving permission, Understood? Or it can be for anything else. Characteristics. Number 1. They are never used alone. So, modals are used with the main verbs only. Okay? They are never used alone. Okay? In different types of sentences, modals are never used alone, since they help the main verbs. Next, number 2. They are not influenced by the number or person of the respective subjects. They are not influenced by the number or person of the respective subjects. So modals are basically not affected by the number, means whether the subjects or a specific subject is in singular form or in plural form. It is also not affected by person, means first person, second person or third person, or better to say whether a subject is in first person or it is in the second person or it is in the third person. Suppose first person I, we, okay, second person you, and third person he, she, any name like Anish, okay, then Anita or any other, okay, as such. Now, number 3. Only 4 modals, can, will, may, and shall, have past forms: could, would, might, and should. So, these 4 modals are having only past forms, and when they are used in different sentences, okay, in past forms, then can is changed to could, will is changed to would, may is changed to might, and shall is changed to should. Students, another thing I want to say, that is could, would, might, should. These are also used to indicate, okay, these are also used to indicate something in the present time also, okay, or something that would have been, or better to say something which is going to be performed in the recent future, okay, in the recent future, or basically a thing should be done, okay, a thing should be done maybe in the recent future or in the future as such. Next, number 4. They are also used as question tags. For example, she can't be right, can she? So over here, question tag is basically can. Number 1. Can. It expresses ability or capability or offer, etc. Okay. Now, number 1. She can drive a car. So basically, it is someone's ability that is reflected. Okay. So, she can drive a car. Okay. Next, number 2. Could. It expresses past ability or capability, permission, and possibility. Could I use your mobile? So, it's basically seeking permission. So, over here, this interrogative sentence is indicating that someone is seeking permission from anyone else, okay, from any other person. Now, next, number 2. she could carry a huge box. So it is someone's ability that she can perform. Basically someone's past ability, okay, that she could carry a huge box. So basically someone's past ability, okay, is reflected at. Now she could carry a huge box means she could do something, okay, in the past time, okay. In her past she could carry a huge box. Number 3, may. It expresses wish, curse, purpose, possibility, etc. May he live long. So it's a wish. Now next one, number 4, might. Past form of may, possibility, request, etc. So these are basically expressed. Now number 1, Anita might have helped her. So Anita might have, helped her. Next, number 2, might she go there? Now might she go there is a kind of permission that someone is seeking. Now for the first one, Anita might have helped her, it's a kind of possibility, or better to say it's a kind of thing that one could have done, okay. Might have basically in the past time, okay. So might have done that thing. And next one, might she go there? It's a kind of basically seeking permission from someone, okay. But might she go there, it is somewhat in the present time, okay. Someone is seeking permission, suppose in the present time. Now like this there are many other modals, should, shall, will, would. So there are many other sentences with them too, okay. Suppose he will go there, or she should have done that, okay. Or suppose she should do that. Now likewise many other examples can be there. Now one thing students, suppose the modals like used to, okay, then dare to and need to, okay. Used to, dare to, need to, these 3 are basically semi-modals, okay. Suppose she used to go there, okay. Suppose she used to go there. So she used to do something in the past time, okay. So an activity that she used to do in the past time. So likewise there are many other examples for the semi-modals too. You have to go through your book. Thank you students.